I just put up in that motherfucking, and I'm so fresh, I know she wanna fuck me.
This house is purple.
I just put up in that motherfucking, and I'm so fresh, I know she wanna fuck me.
The bitches who love hood niggas and killers all come from great families with big houses.
I just put up in that
Find a bitch
and I'm so fresh,
who got a good family, got everything they need. The nigga they love the most are killers and the scum of the earth. I promise. Oh, yeah.
I just put up in that motherfucking.
That's her house.
So fresh, I know she wanna fuck me.
I promise you that's her. Niggas the most come from good. Niggas who love hood niggas the most come from good.
I just put up in that motherfucking, and I'm so fresh, I know she wanna fuck me.
Bitches who love hood niggas and killers all come from great families with big houses. Find a bitch who got a good family, got everything they need. The nigga they love the most are killers and the scum of the earth. I promise you, all day. Trust me. Niggas the most come from good.
I just put up in that motherfucking, and I'm so fresh, I know she wanna fuck me.
The bitches who love hood niggas and killers all come from great families with big houses.
I just
find a bitch who got a good family, got everything they need. The nigga they love the most are killers and the scum of the earth. I promise you, all day.
I just put up in that motherfucking, and I'm so fresh, I know she wanna fuck me. I just put up in that motherfucking, and I'm so fresh, I know she wanna fuck me. I just put up in that motherfucking, and I'm so fresh, I know she wanna fuck me. I just put up in that motherfucking, and I'm so fresh, I know she wanna fuck me. I just put up in that motherfucking, and I'm so fresh, I know she wanna fuck me. I just put up in that motherfucking, and I'm so fresh, I know she wanna fuck me. I just put up in that motherfucking, and I'm so fresh, I know she wanna fuck me.
Yeah, I'm getting here in 1 second. Give me 1 minute, promise you. I didn't know ELL came over here. I always see me CT chat. I thought you were critical of me, bro. Give me 1 minute, girl. I'm coming. I just gotta roll up a joint real quick. I ain't wanna waste your time doing that.
I just put up in that motherfucker.
Man, I tell you,
I know she wanna fuck me.
I noticed something a while back, and I mentioned it. And I said, you know, these blacks out here on YouTube, they're very desirous of someone like,
I just put up in that motherfucker.
Here for the tea.
So fresh, I know she wanna fuck me.
And they by doing it, by being very desirous of, having, that matriarch that is upstanding. They gravitated to here for the tea, to be more or less the black woman, the representative black woman. And so I was listening to Stanley the other day, and he seen Chris calling about here for the tea. Stanley the empty man, he was over there he was on his channel, and he was expressing some frustration. So Stanley's over there, he's saying T shouldn't have been talking about her marriage to a degenerate like 777. I'm sick. What am I sick about? What am I sick about? I'm just curious. Am I wrong about this? Am I missing something? Like, because I pointed out early on. I say, Stanley is hanging on to T. T is somewhat fairly attractive. You can look at her, but he's disappointed in how she behaves, and he would, he'll say, "I wish that was my daughter," but in reality, he does not want his son dating a here for the T. And so let me see if I can go back, and I'm going to find it for you guys, and it's Stanley trying his best to save T from sharing all of her, all of the inner details of her marriage with what Stanley termed a degenerate, the degenerate 7-7. So let me see if I can pull this all up here. I'm going to pull it all up, and I got it. And let me go to Stanley's channel. Stanley Cross. We'll start off with Stanley Cross. And I think it's about 1049 or something like that. Stanley Cross 6000. And I want to share this with you. I want you to hear this. He's talking to, I don't know who he's talking to at the time, but maybe it was Tough Guy. Tough Guy saying, but they're friends, Stanley. Is T and what was the name of that? Damn, did I forget the name of the stream? What was the name of that stream? I sent it to somebody. I gotta find it here. Let's see. Sanctimonious Chaz. I hope you didn't delete that. Yeah, here it is. 1049. It's about 1049 in the video. Let me see if I can get this up here. 1049. Be about there, man. And this must be a hit.
Yeah.
Here.
Dude, you were just over there. Tell us.
And it's
Man, he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Oh, you literally were over there. Well, you know.
Sure, I would love
gives
to
a
access
fuck
that
about
part.
You know what? I'm literally watching
Yeah.
this third
But
hand.
you don't show that
we
part.
need
You
better.
don't show the
We need
ignorant
something better
side
to
of
watch.
yourself.
Mela is
Unfortunately,
a
it was
fucking
seen that that's
problem,
what people want.
mostly to
It's that
herself.
SSD disability personality that you have for me.
SSD,
And she's gonna sit there and let
mean
this
SSDI?
weak ass white
Yeah.
boy prank
Social
her ass.
Security, disability.
And so, what's interesting is, Stanley did an interview with 777. And now he's calling him a weak ass white boy. He didn't call him that to his face, but now, this weak ass white boy, but, 777 just doing, he's just up there answering questions and stuff like that. And so, we're going to get to it
Disability
in a moment here.
insurance.
This mother,
Yes.
this woman is going to talk
personality.
That's
all
what
kinds of
you're talking
her
about?
business
You have a personality
to this
complex.
fucking
SSDI
abusive
is.
white
So it
boy.
has nothing to do with being a
Listen
war
to me.
veteran.
He did it to you,
It
Stan.
has nothing to do with that, right?
I'm sorry, what?
I don't
Did
care
that
if you're a
shit
war
to you,
veteran.
man.
Do you know who I
Well,
am?
I told you, he straight up pumped the fucking line in the middle of your interview like 3 times, dude.
I'm a war veteran.
He's a
I've been
fucking
In the
told-
troll.
hood?
I don't understand. Yeah.
I've been
In the
dealing-
hood?
Boom. He does it all the time.
I've been dealing with bitches like you my whole life.
Now, why would I stay up here and be insulted? Why would I do that?
Up.
So see, listen
Smart
to what
mouth.
she said. Why would I stay up here and be insulted? Oh, this silly bitch. And then he drops her.
How far back are you? Is Mela here yet?
That was Mela. Thank
So
you
you
for
dropped
calling
Mela.
up.
There you
This
go.
is 777. So again, now, what you must pay attention here is Stanley did an interview with 777. He did that. This white boy, this degenerate white boy that he's talking about. Why would he do that? If he didn't just become degenerate overnight, and he's been the same guy. So why would Stanley go and interview with this guy? And so then, here for the T and all these other guys, they coalesce around 777, the guy that Stanley sees as a degenerate. And now T is talking about her marriage to the degenerate. And I've told people all the time, I say, Stanley doesn't want a woman like T. He told, that could be my daughter. You could be my daughter. You don't want your son dating T. You don't want to marry T. Maybe she's a good jump off for some people, and maybe a weak man could marry her. But Stanley is right here. Look, just listen how he's talking about it. Listen how he's talking about 777, of which she is very fond of, which more or less says a lot about T from the standpoint of Stanley. Because if T likes hanging around degenerates, as Stanley sees them, then, well, what does that say about T? right? What does it say about T? So let's play a little bit more. And then Stanley at some point will go to 777's channel to try to save T. That is just very amazing. Give me 1 minute. Let me pop out my chat here so I can see what's going on in chat. A lot of times I can't see the chat. I need to pop it out. Give me 1 minute. Is the chat here? Yeah, it's chat. Pop it out. Pop out the chat. Give me the link. Copy. I just put it down here for the time. Yeah. Whatever. Now, let me do the docs. Give me 1 second. Docs. YouTube chat. Where's my chat? Where's my chat? Oh, damn. Let me get rid of this chat. Add another doc. Custom browser docs. Yeah. Chat. Give me 1 second. There it is. All right. Did that work? Whatever. Yo, give me, what the fuck is that? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, shit. Holy. I can't move this shit now. Either way, I think I can go without it. So anyway, that's Stanley. He's talking about, 777. Let me get back to this 777 here, 777. And so at some point, Stanley goes up on the panel to try his best to save T. And that's what he's doing here. So,
T? I don't know why she would try
You didn't have to call her that. Come on.
Jones?
This is seriously warped.
Yeah.
She was another one. She was asking for it up here on the stage, Jones. Literally. I mean, she wanted to get
Dirty, I don't get the point. Who's white and
I
who's
don't know why
black?
they do that with me. Like, I'm not her ex. I'm not her boyfriend. I'm going to violate her up here in front of everybody. All two of us. You know?
Why would
Sure. You know what?
What, T? What's the
There's
fucking problem
all
with T?
kinds of problems with this current panel.
What?
On
You
7.
want to protect her?
This
What?
is
What's the problem?
literally
not
problematic.
protect her per se?
She's a war vet.
I just been seeing a lot of not you per se, but like just a lot of men.
JB, you should go over there and white knight for her.
Going against women.
Do what?
Did I not
White knight
embrace
for her.
Did I not embrace her?
Over there?
Yeah, tell him to come back.
White knight for who? Noah?
Stanley not gonna let me back on.
Tough guy made it like a minute. Why would Stanley not let you the fuck back up?
I'm gonna go over there and start.
You're
some
gonna
shit.
No, you know what?
Well, yeah,
I
I'm
should
just
go
saying,
over there
like,
and just
I'm just saying,
disrupt the
nobody's
whole
out
thing.
here
But
like
That's what I'm.
and so you heard Stanley right there. He said, I should just go over there and disrupt the whole thing. And he did. He ultimately did do that. And it was very interesting for me to watch this, honestly. Very interesting. Because I've heard Stanley speak about T as if like she is an upstanding woman. I think he even said at one point he could see her as like his daughter. And then when he sees her over there with a degenerate, those are his words, not mine, spilling out all of her marital, whatever, things that she shouldn't be sharing with him, it fucked him up. Because at this point, he had to acknowledge it. And he talked about T and used some of the same language. Not as harsh, of course, 'cause I'm that nigga. But he used some of the same language that I used. That was amazing. That really was amazing the way he was. You will hear it here.
I'm gonna do for you, Stanley.
I
no, I prefer you didn't, to be honest.
Yeah, go over there. We'll be watching.
These are my
Yeah, we can do that.
Not
in the
dude,
10 days.
they need to come over here.
Go save her, Stanley, but they're not coming to you. They like degeneracy. They don't want to listen to you, Stanley. So you saying they need to come to you? They don't think so. this could be Stanley's daughter here. Her and Mo Love, he's talked so much about them. And what's interesting, I was talking to somebody about this. Peace of Mind, I think that girl named Peace of Mind, the lady's name, she seemed like such a nice young lady. So nice and sweet. Why hasn't anyone adopted her as their sister or daughter on the internet here?
Want me to go over there and tell them to come over here?
All these niggas, they we want to go save T. JB, I go save her. John said, Stanley, you go save her, Stanley. And he did. He went over there and he left his own pound to save this married woman. That's what he did. Nigga, you remember I pointed all of this out when JP Dog walked her.
What I want
you just notice how
a
lot of men are,
and I know this sounds all kinds of hubris.
It's just so easy for them to stand up for
there's no help for them.
They won't do the same for them.
No help.
Not you. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
It would just be better if they were over here.
No, they literally. There's no help for them. They have to work this shit out themselves.
Personally, is
because I was gonna go over there and drop F-bombs on
motherfucker. Just do it. Don't be.
He ain't gonna let
Don't tell me what you do. Just go over there and say that, sister gal. She over there with a white degenerate. Yeah, I was over there, but save the sister gal. That's what he's saying right there. Save the sister gal. Somebody go save her.
You don't need nothing.
Now, I don't think Stanley's hating. He's not hating. What Stanley's doing is I probably told you guys a few months ago. I said these people are coalescing around certain people, and like the popular group. T's and light skin, she's attractive. The black men are gonna coalesce around her, not Peace of Mind. They're gonna coalesce around her, not that other girl that CT had up on the channel, Dina, whatever, she's not a fairly attractive woman. They want that light-skinned T. But they're seeing the T ghetto as hell. Mm-hmm. Just what I pointed out just the other night. I said, T ghetto as hell, man. You're not gonna be able to change her, bro. She is what she is. You don't want her as your daughter. You don't want your son bringing her home. On the internet, maybe. It could be your internet daughter on the internet. But in the real world, you don't want her in your house.
Not you.
Just argue with the gorilla. Just argue with the gorilla.
My brother.
He ain't gonna let you on. That's not triple. If you're a girl, you're more than likely to stay on.
Real quick. I prefer you let this progress where it just winds up. But if you must go over there, don't let me be your impediment.
See, he's basically encouraging him. Go over there and save T. But Stanley ultimately had to put his cape on himself and go save T. This is what I'm saying. The blacks are very desirous of a good example. One good example, just one. Preferably a light-skinned pretty one. Where's our light-skinned pretty women? And Stanley's going to say some shit. He said what I said.
Just wait for it, JB. Once you know when it's right, you know when it's right.
Oh, motherfucker. Hey, if you think you were that mighty, go right ahead.
It's like and then eventually my oil seeped into your water.
I am not the smartest motherfucker in the world. Maybe you're right and I'm wrong.
And there's gonna be a game 7.
We became like an oil.
There's gonna be a game.
Something vinegar. Yeah. So
Stanley, there's gonna be a game 7.
Okay, I get it.
Oh, okay.
Tough guy trying to hit her. But what about sports, Stanley? Come on, let's talk about sports. It's gonna be a game 7. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't. He's a tough guy. Tough guy, low, dim-witted tough guy. He trying his best.
She won't.
The Major League Baseball. Good for them. I haven't been keeping up.
I didn't have a problem with that. Like
a Japanese pitcher is a monster.
But Stanley clear ain't caring about sports. No Japanese baseball player.
Is that what it is?
He got T.
This was before he hit like 3 shit like
that's
Japanese dude. You ever
like that on this goddamn panel that we're looking at. We got a gorilla and some weird dude.
Somebody wearing the face of Harambe.
Like I realize as a human,
Now, we must keep acknowledging here. We got a degenerate. What's up, Drip? We got a degenerate. We got a tramp, T. And we got some man dressed up like Harambe, and Stanley is just, he fit to be tied. He be like, this is our sister here, over here with these degenerates and Harambe. I gotta save her. She wanna be saved.
human, it's an important part of life.
Rest in peace, Harambe.
So, like, you don't have love, but you've convinced yourself you are in love.
This is literally.
Yeah, I don't.
Because you're married. So it's like
Stanley's sick.
you have to be in love because you're married. But if you weren't married,
Not.
Well, that's not
all the
true.
time.
Really?
See, that's the misconception.
I think sometimes you hate being married.
Whoa.
No.
Oh, Stanley is fit to be tied right here. He's saying here is, we got an upstanding black sister gal. She married and shit. She all married, upstanding. This is the face of black excellence here. But where is the excellence? He was out here talking about he wanted this woman to be his daughter at one point. Not no more. I told you it was all fake, nigga. I'm the nigga that told you. Nigga, man, listen. I'm gonna play some more of this, then we're gonna go back and show you why I am that nigga. I gotta talk about this in a minute.
Oh my God! Stop! Go! God damn it! Bail!
Maybe hate is the wrong word.
Okay, this is
Right.
bullshit. T, get the
And it's
fuck
not
out of there.
you.
See, get the fuck out of there. He begging now. He begging. Have mercy. He begging. He trying to save her, but she don't want to be saved. She don't want to be saved, nigga. You can't save her. T, get the fuck out of there. Who said that first? You a married woman. What you doing up here with these degenerates?
Oh my God! Stop! Go! God damn it! Bail!
Maybe hate is the wrong word.
Okay, this is
Right.
bullshit. T, get the
And it's
fuck
not
out of there.
you.
Get the
It's
fuck
not
out of
just
there,
you.
T.
I'm not speaking to you.
He trying to
shit.
save you. He trying to save you, T. He trying to save you.
Yes,
T.
he is. He just told her she wasn't happy married.
He just told tough guy. Tough guy, the pimp. The pimp. Like, you think about it. On one panel, we got an empty man, a pimp, and a white boy. On the other panel, we got a degenerate, a tramp, and a gorilla. Jesus Christ. Ooh, boy, three heads up against have mercy. And Stanley saying, why are you over there with this gorilla and this degenerate? Even though I was over there, why are you over there? We want to hold you up. Excellence. You excellent, sweetie. You black excellence here. She's married. This is a married woman, and Stanley is sick as hell that this black woman is over there with this degenerate. But he paved the way. He was there. He did an interview with the man, an hour-long interview. So you can't criticize her for being there when you were there yourself.
The
And
fuck
it's not
out
just
of there.
you. It's not just you. I'm not speaking to you
Oh, shit.
individually.
Hey, Dolomite, you right there. I'm looking at your comment. Man, I got to figure I know how to put them up on the chat. I don't want to derail the show just 5 minutes or so just to put the comments up on the chat. But Dolomite, you're definitely right there, Dolomite, in that, man, let me see if I can put these comments up here. Let me see if I can put these comments up here on the screen. Either way. So you're right, Dolomite, in that this does somewhat prove something. It's touching on something. She's probably not that happy in her marriage. And I think 777 said, are you not in love with the nigga? Right?
Oh my God!
Here it is.
You're married.
Here it is.
But if you weren't married, because you're married,
The face of Harambe.
like I realize as a human, it's an important part of life.
Rest in peace, Harambe.
So, like, you don't have love, but you've convinced yourself you are in love.
This is literally.
So 777 said, you ain't in love. You convince yourself you in love. And Stanley said, damn, like, why are you talking about this with him? Get off the panel. She has no one else to talk to. This is why she takes it, or why she took it from JP. We're seeing it all come together now. Brought to you by me. I told you, I've seen this shit a million times.
Yeah, I don't know that because you're married. So it's like you have to be in love because you're married. But if you weren't married,
that's not
all
true.
The time. See, that's the misconception.
I think sometimes you hate being married.
No.
Oh my God! Stop! No! God damn it! Bail!
Maybe hate is the wrong word.
Okay, this is bullshit. T, get the fuck out of there.
It's not just you. I'm not speaking to you individually.
Somebody save her. This is a good sister gal here. This is a good sister gal.
Yes, he is. He just told her she wasn't happy
Peace of
married.
mind? Peace of mind? Is she over there?
That guy is nuts.
I know he is. I told y'all he is. I thought you remember Stanley. Remember he was talking about he don't love God or something.
Dude, what? All I'm saying is this woman needs to leave.
Right? Because you have these little minions.
Now she's at home with her husband talking about these things.
And you got to do shit that you don't necessarily want to do all the time. It is what it is. But you still have to be there to set.
You know what? I guess I'm going to have to go over there.
I gotta go. I got to hold my cape on. At this point, Clark Kent turns into Superman. He go in and save this hoe. Captain Save a Hoe. Jesus Christ. Captain Save a Hoe. This is what we're seeing here. Captain Save a Hoe. In real time. Watch this nigga. Gonna go up on this other man's panel to save a tramp. That's what he's doing. He's spending all this time gesticulating over here like, oh my God, what are you doing? We need you as a good representative of a married black couple. You got a family, 2 boys. We need you to be that face of an upstanding black marriage, the institution. The thing that Stanley talks about so much, that all he talks about. And he had put a lot of hope and desire in this woman and her sister. And they've coalesced behind the degenerates. The Stanley is Niccas. I hear Niccas, this son of a bitch, he ain't gonna be back on the internet till January. He was over in Stanley's chat talking about his channel was struck again or whatever. I'm not sure who struck him. I ain't struck him. But you keep playing other people's content, it's bound to happen. And so now one of her weak men that she hides behind, he's gone. Vanished from the internet for a few months. And so now she got Stanley and T, but look who she migrates to. She got Stanley, the Gospel of Bob, I guess, and whoever the hell else other channels she could go to. But look who she migrates to. Right? Look who she migrates to. She could be over on Stanley's right now. She was up on Stanley's earlier. I remember she went up on Stanley the other night and she was talking about her and Mo Love had come over. I want to say both of them had come over at the same time. And I guess T had some success with her channel because maybe she did the verses and Stanley was like, what the fuck is verses? I don't listen to that kind of shit. And so again, it was just another kind of, if you were paying attention, that they were somewhat kind of slipping away from each other. He was seeing that some of the things that she's kind of into, he don't really agree with it, but he couldn't speak it publicly. But this time it came out and he had to go save this woman. And it reminds me of that. Remember that academic video I played? Was it DJ Academic? There was a DJ Academics on Alicia. DJ Academic. Let's see if I can find that clip. And this is one of the things I think that Stanley probably doesn't recognize is that this girl, unlike most of these black girls, are very desirous of the bad men. They want to be around bad people, rougher people, shadier people. And I think Stanley just did not understand that. I'm going to see if I can find that clip. If I can't find it, I'll find it another time. But anyway, that is Stanley, and we get back to Stanley playing Captain Save a Hoe for this woman. Damn, I wanted to find that clip of DJ Academics, but I'll get to it at some point. I'm sure I will. Where is that shit? I gotta find this. Is this it? No, that's not it. Here's the clip. Oh, I know where it is. I know exactly where it is. It's in my email. It's in my email here. Yeah. And this is DJ Academics. And I played it the other day, and it really reminds me of T and a lot of these other black women. And when I saw T getting dog walked again by JP, when I saw the SBU live, she getting dog walked this morning, and you know, it was very, very interesting. And so here is where is here it is right here. Here it is. And this is DJ Academics. And DJ Academics is talking about more or less what I told you a couple weeks back. This is
she did a little stang face. Who love hood niggas the most come from good families.
Yeah.
I have a sneaky suspicion. I'm coming up with new theories now.
Yep.
This house ain't his house.
Nope.
This house is her mom's house. Because the bitches who love hood niggas the most come from good families. Word to bro. The bitches who love hood niggas and killers all come from great families with big houses. Find a bitch who got a good family, got everything they need. The nigga they love the most are killers and the scum of the earth.
Now you go back and watch that SBU live and see how she took it from JP, and she kept smiling at her husband right there in the same room. She was smiling the whole way through. JP with dog walking, telling he was gonna give her some dick and everything, and she just smiled and smiled. And I kept saying, like, damn, here's another example. Like, why is this lady even up here with her husband in the room? She's supposedly a successful woman. She had the wherewithal to move out of America and then tell people how great Africa is. So she's got to be doing pretty well. Give me one second. So she's got to be doing pretty well for herself. And here she is, wallowing in the mud with JP on CT's channel. And she put her husband and CT in a bad, bad position because both of those men are now in the position to defend her against JP. And CT didn't want to be in that position. CT, like, he wanted a relationship with JP. He wanted to have a good relationship with him because, you know, they work very well together. The black man clearly, he don't want to be involved in this shit because, hold on, my lovely lady Lisa. Hey, you're on my stream. What's up, Lisa?
I was trying to ask you if you listen to B1tches or if you listen to or watch TED Talks.
Every now and then I watch them. Why, what's up?
Okay, because there's this guy. I haven't watched the TED Talk yet, but I watched
about it. But there's a this YouTube channel, social that I like, and where I said that at times they do interviews. They'll interview people who've started different business.
Yeah.
There's a guy, and I interviewed the other day. Well, not they, just one guy. It's Charlie Jabo.
He interviewed who?
He manages 2 Chainz.
Who was interviewed?
Charlie. His name is Charlie Jabali, I think is his name.
And he manages who? 2 Chainz, the rapper 2 Chainz.
Yeah. So he's a white guy. And just listening to him, I actually need to go back and listen to it. I don't have a whole long. I'm actually waiting for COVID guy to come back.
COVID guy.
In his car.
Yeah, COVID guy.
Yeah, but so I was listening to the interview, and I got to go back and listen to it because I was like kind of in it.
The fact that so when he got started, but really like it
say what?
Too much, but he first got started. He was working as a cameraman. Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. He's working as cameraman. Yeah. Soldier. Okay.
Yeah, and he wound up. Something happened. There was an incident where apparently he wasn't making a lot of money, and he hadn't eaten in 3 days. And he had asked, I don't know exactly, so I want to something. There was an incident with, I don't know, a Soldier Boy, something where Soldier Boy like spit on.
Soldier Boy spit on somebody? Go ahead, say this again.
So Soldier Boy spit on the food, so then the guy couldn't eat the food.
No.
And he said that, and then shortly after that, like, he got fired. But he was saying, like, you know, he went to his mom's house and he was like, he had no money, but he just started thinking, like, I need to be a manager. Like, that's where the money is. And so, and he thought about the fact, like, I guess, like, networking, as he's been doing a camera guy. He went on to, like, this, like, basically, like, management company. What? I was listening to his story, and he has a TED Talk. But seeing like that mindset where he was just like, he just was like, because he said he calls it like delusional thinking, where he just thinks real big. Like the things that you think you could not do, like he's like, that's what I want to focus on.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I meant to tell you yesterday.
You said it's a white guy that manages who? 2 Chainz?
Yeah.
And he did a TED Talk?
Yeah.
Really?
Because he also used to be really big. And so he talks about...
you mean big like fat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Losing the weight. He had a brain, and he also had been diagnosed with, I think that's when he kind of changed his life in terms of his health, I think. He was diagnosed with a brain tumor.
Oh. And he's manager of 2 Chainz. Let me look him up. 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz. I used to like a little 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz manager.
Yeah, I mean, I heard of 2 Chainz.
Oh, yeah. Charlie Rocket Zaballet. That's him.
Yeah.
Is the manager most famously associated with 2 Chainz, although he left the music to pursue a new life as an athlete. So you're trying to be an athlete? Wow. Wow. This is the guy here. Damn, he was fat. And that was 2 Chainz manager? Damn.
Yeah.
You know, Lisa, you know what I was talking about this morning, Lisa?
What?
There's a sister gal on the internet.
As soon as you say gal, sister gal.
As soon as I say gal, anyway, there was a sister gal on the internet. And Lisa, she's I have never seen her in person, I don't think. I don't know if I ever seen her cammed up, but the pictures that she puts up, or the image that she projects is light-skinned, long hair, pretty.
Okay.
And so she's also married, and she has 2 children, and she speaks about family life.
Can you see there's a fire truck? It's in the fire truck.
But she also has like a ghetto side to her, Lisa. You hear me?
Your fire truck?
And so she was online today talking about her marriage, the other day talking about her marriage to a quote-unquote degenerate. And Stanley, who sees this sister gal as his like adopted daughter, although he would not want his son to date her, he saw her talking to this degenerate black man about his marriage, and he couldn't take it anymore. He had to go save her. He left his panel and went to the degenerates panel to try to interrupt the black woman from talking badly about her marriage to a white degenerate. You hear me? And so what I'm highlighting for the audience is how desirous blacks are to have one good representative, just one. And they saw this light-skinned pretty woman, T, and they all coalesced around her. They all coalesced. Only to find out or be disappointed that she was hood. That she just as hood as John Galt said she was. And now they're repeating some of the same words that I said about her. They're saying the same thing about her. It's like I saw it first. They didn't want to believe it, and then when they finally saw it, they had to come to Jesus. They had to come to Jesus and admit that I was right. And Stanley was really crestfallen to hear this black woman talking down about her marriage, talking down to a degenerate, no less.
Why do you call her that?
Well, why do I call her what?
A degenerate.
He called the man a degenerate, not me.
Dion's here. Oh, okay. Hey, I'm sorry.
Oh, you gotta go. All right. Okay. We get back to this later. Lovely lady Lisa, she wouldn't be up on no panel like T. And so back to Stanley, you can see he's hurt now. He real hurt. He got to go over there and help T. Nobody would do it. He tried to sign JB up to do it. You see JB on the panel. He said, go do it, motherfucker. Go do it. He wouldn't do it. Some of them, the tough guys, say, hey, he might not let you up on the panel. So now it's up to Stanley. Put your cape on, homeboy.
Yeah. That guy.
No. Dude, she's a married woman. What the fuck is she doing?
All the work that you have to put into it, especially when you have children.
Okay, this motherfucker is a destructive.
He hurt. This is the sound of a hurt man. Sound of a hurt man. I long come to Jesus with this. Yeah, I long come to grips with this. I long come to grips with this.
I'm from great families with big houses. Find a bitch. Who got a good family, got everything they need. The nigga they love the most are killers and the scum of the earth. Yeah. I promise you, on gang. Trust me, that's her house. I promise you that's her house. I promise you that's her house. The bitches who love hood niggas and killers all come from great
Oh man, Stanley's so crestfallen about this. He got it hurt. Partly he got it hurt, probably because I told his ass first. I told him, man, when I put that video out, when I saw her getting dog walked by JP, I said, something wrong with this damn woman. Something wrong. There's something missing here. I saw it.
Bitch.
But, you know.
Okay, John, can you hold this down?
Hold me down. Wipe me down, nigga. I got some saving to do. I got some saving to do, and I've been telling you all along, these black women getting men involved in this shit. So now here comes a man who was on his own panel. He couldn't help himself. He had to go save Sister Gal.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
We right here.
Whatever.
Hey, tough guy.
I'm about to listen to y'all niggas. I'm right here, nigga. I'm waiting on you, Stanley.
I'm ducking out.
That was a beautiful.
Salute, tough guy. Salute, John.
Married woman.
What up, man? Let's go.
Folks, this is sad right here. In the streets, if this is a virtual world, so Stanley would feel emboldened to go over there and interject himself in some shit like this on the streets. Man, nigga, who the fuck are you coming over here interrupting me talking to this woman? Nigga, I might be trying to hit her. Right? He might be trying to hit her. 777, all these other guys out here trying to hit her. Why wouldn't 777?
777.
Yeah, that guy's nuts.
He's just a weirdo.
Yeah.
He's a white man.
I don't get it, bro.
He nuts. He's a weirdo. But who did an interview with him 2 weeks ago? Who got interviewed by the weirdo? You see what I'm saying? Like, and so now here comes Captain Saberhope to join the degenerates panel to try to rescue a tramp. Guess who's coming to dinner?
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I went over there because they asked Stan to come over there. For some reason, Stan went over there. And then it was like, yo, there was so many people from so many different channels that were over there. Like, it was so fucking weird. It was like walking into a cult meeting.
Damn.
Like, how do these people even fucking know each other?
All y'all niggas are coalescing around each other. That's what the fuck y'all doing. All you weak motherfuckers. I told you I coalesced you bitches. You fuck niggas don't even know what the fuck you doing. Stanley's, Niccas, all these degenerate motherfuckers. Niggas that go to sleep on them panels and shit like that. Weak ass nigga. They wouldn't dare say these fucking words on the streets to anybody. They get up on the fucking internet and talk that shit, and these bitches, these black bitches, adopt the same behavior out in the physical world. They coalesce behind these weak ass niggas.
Completely different.
Go say that.
You know what I mean? Like, it was weird as hell.
He's just strange, you know. That's how Stanley gets. I mean, that's how 777 gets down. He
So are we gonna be able to hear Stanley over there?
Yo, what the fuck? Did Stanley close this fucking thing down?
Stanley closed the fucking stream down, which means we got to go to dinner with 777, I think, to see it. Let's see. YouTube. Dinner with 777. Then we had to pull this shit up and see where the hell Stanley is. Dinner with 777. That was a Halloween night. Dinner. I'll pull that up. Give me 1 second. Dinner with 777. And we're gonna see Stanley put his fucking cape on and go over there and try to save this black woman that don't want to be saved. And then we'll go back to Stanley and we're gonna hear Stanley talk about trying to save this black woman and how crestfallen he was. Wait a minute. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This schedule. Look. After Stanley went and tried to intervene, tried to perform an intervention, look what's scheduled for the 11th of November. Can y'all see this? Look. 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 You see this? Look. You see this? Right here. To the left. To the left. You see this? Look who's gonna be interviewed by the degenerate, according to Stanley. Y'all see this? She going back for more.
Families with big houses. The bitches who love hood niggas the most come from good families. Word to bro. The bitches who love hood niggas and killers all come from great families with big houses. Find a bitch who got a good family, got everything they need. The nigga they love the most are killers and the scum of the earth.
Scum of the earth. Degenerate motherfuckers. And on 11/11, she'll be back with the degenerate motherfucking 777 to sit down for an interview, just like Stanley Cross did. Nigga, why she shouldn't do it and you did? She'll be back. 11/11, they keep coming back to these degenerate niggas. Stanley's words. I don't know 777.
Good every day, all the time.
His cape is on.
That's bullshit.
That nigga went in the bathroom, put his cape on, and flew to 777 studio. I want to be saved. I gotta save this bitch.
You still have to be there to set an example, a good example to, you know what I'm saying, get shit done. It is what it is. But that's just the part of the duty. The part that's not fun is the duty.
It ain't fun.
All the work.
She want to have fun. She want to have fun, but who provides that fun?
Love hood niggas the most?
Them hood niggas. They provide that fun. That music. What does she play? What kind of music is she playing on her channel? Beethoven? She playing Beethoven? What's she playing on her channel? If I go play her channel right now, what kind of music she be playing on it? Fun. They like to have fun. The fun-loving people.
into it, especially when you have children involved.
It just ain't no fun no more.
That's the part. But, you know, I wish that people wouldn't give up as easily with marriages because of a whatever it may be. I don't know people's situations, but
where's Superman? Where's Superman?
That was a beautiful insight from a lovely
Superman?
married woman, happily married woman, I should say.
Where is Superman?
I think most married couples are very bored, and the only thing keeping them together.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, that's life, you know.
I
think you just get. I
Jones?
think it's like I said, it's the routine of it all, and so
that routine, that shit ain't fun. She want to have fun. She want that hood nigga, that excitement, that shit JP be talking about.
Sometimes.
Nigga, how many of y'all said, man, I fell off the wagon a little bit. I'll be honest with you. I stopped drinking for about a whole damn week. And fucking around, had a great day and took a drink. My bad. 2 days back clean. Back on the wagon again. But how many of you guys saw the last stream I did Friday night? We're going to get to that shit. We're going to talk all around it, maybe show you a little bit of it. And see what we got here.
You gotta spice it up a little bit to bring some life back to it.
She want to bring some. It's dead. It's dead. My marriage is dead. She's saying my marriage is dead. And I just got to bring some life back to it. Where is Superman?
Sometimes you gotta spice it up a little bit to bring some life back to it. But sometimes you do get wrapped up into the routine of the marriage, the kids, dealing with everything. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But then you gotta spice it up, and it's cool. You know what I mean?
When did she had time to spice it up? She on the internet. She out here with us. She get her spice of life from other men on the internet.
Yeah.
Speaking of spice it up.
Speaking of spice, Superman.
Stanley is hitting the link.
I remember.
In the building.
Clark Kent in the building.
Now, Jones, I wanted you to speak on that because that was a good topic for you to speak on, Jones.
And I want to. Can I say this?
This is your channel, T. I only came back.
No. I just want to say this.
T,
real quick.
I only came back for you, T.
Well, I appreciate that, but let me say this real quick because
hold on. Death Racer, don't do her like that, man. I ain't do anything. What did I do? Nigga, I just highlighted this, right? I highlighted this. It may be 6 months ago now. Well, I said, man, like, you know, I look at the T's of the world and I see the men that, that, you know, are very desirous of a woman like that. They can't get a woman like that. And they're very protective of her, of not just her, but her image. And here is Stanley coming in trying to defend the image. He's not coming to cop block. I don't believe that. I believe he is very desirous of, you know, her having this image. And she is destroying this image right before his very eyes. And he's going to say it back on the panel. He's going to say some very interesting things when he goes back to his panel. And it is almost like cock blocking. I will say that. It is almost like cock blocking. I mean, that's more or less what he will say on his panel. Shout out to Kimmy Cage. Brooklyn Watson, I should call you, Kim. $5 super chat. How did T go from moderator to the chopping block? Well, as I said to you, T, Kim, I never had a problem with T. But when I saw JP dog walking her on Gospel of Bob's channel, it struck me. Because I'm like, what woman would take that? You just heard my lovely lady Lisa call in. She listened to TED Talks. Why didn't T cut that shit off at that night when JP was cursing her out and just go cut a TED Talk on? She stayed there and took it. Same thing for SBU. So you're seeing very similar behavior. And so I'm a guy that deals with a lot of these people down on the level. I'm their landlords in a lot of cases, the men or the women. And so in this situation, I'm realizing something, you know, it's just sticking out to me. And that she was willing to give and take, the back and forth with JP. Now you're hearing her say she needs some spice in her life, right? JP offers that spice. He's one man out here on the internet that offers her that spice, the spice of life. That's why she takes it. Her marriage is dead. Again, I never had a problem with her. But I am someone that when I see something, I'll just say it, right? I'll just say it. And she did. When I responded to how Gospel of Bob allowed them to treat her, because I was surprised. Because Kimmy K, if you came up here and somebody got to calling you the B word and all that, I just wouldn't tolerate it, right? I don't give a damn who it is. It could be JP or Tommy Sotomayor. I don't give a fuck who it is. You're not gonna come up here and just disrespect any woman like that, right? Not while I'm up here, right? But if she want to go through it, like if that's how she, that's how she move around on the internet, and she was defending JP and criticizing me for noticing the babies. I said, oh damn, this is fucking weird here. And then so I started to try to, well, how can you reconcile that with Stanley? Because Stanley would look at someone like T getting dog walked by JP, and he would do the same thing he's saying here if he had seen it. And so here is Stanley flying in with his cape on to try to protect, not necessarily T. I think it is the image of T. I think it is the image of T, this light-skinned, attractive black woman with a family. There aren't many out here on the internet. Black women with children, husband, seemingly got it all put together. That's what Stanley is defending. This ain't about T. In this case, this is Stanley coming to defend the image that T projects online, that he sees her sullying to a nigga like me. Because he know if I'm watching this shit, and he's going to say damn near everything that I said about her. He's going to say a little bit nicer. He's going to say the same thing. He's already said, you're a married woman. What are you doing up here with this degenerate? John Galt said that. You're talking about your relationship and all that kind of shit with this guy. I'm saying the same thing. But he's going to say something more when we go back to his replay of this. And we're going to hear what he says. But here is him, in his words, coming to kind of, I guess you could say cop block and interrupt the conversation. Watch Stanley.
We're talking about marriage. I've been married almost 18 years.
Stanley, is that you? Stan.
No.
It is me.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So I just want to say this real quick. I don't like when people try to say, I hate when people try to put marriage in a box as if everything is all perfect and everything is good every day, all the time. That's bullshit. And if anybody sits up here and says that it's all good all the time, they're a liar, or they've probably only been married for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
When you've been through the dirt and the mud, the ups and downs like me and my husband, we've been through everything together, literally, almost, like literally. So I just find it hard to listen to other people who hasn't been where we've been, and as long as we have been together. So, I mean, those are my thoughts. So it's not always peaches and cream. Is it peaches and cream sometimes? Yes, but not always.
So I'm looking at some of the comments here. The only thing I found a little weird was that she was always in the dark, but that could have been a part of how she wanted her streams to look. I think she's going through marriage problems and is using alcohol in her high school mixtape to cope mightily. Okay. I didn't know there was a high school mixtape. I've watched her channel a couple times. I've been on her channel. Treated her respectfully, nicely. She allowed me up. You probably can go back and find those clips if you were so interested. She will admit that. I didn't know she drank. Never seen her drinking. Can't comment on that. I hope she works it out. Life is too short to spend, our days unhappy. Never going to be seen. I'm not sure what that means. I wish she'd just be honest about, as I say, man, like, I think if she is having marital problems, clearly she's having some kind of situations here. That would be more interesting than the faking of it. Faking like you're not. Shit, you're going through them, you're working through it. A lot of other people are. That's much more engaging than whatever the type of music that she plays. And the music seems to be, I guess you could say it's like an escape. But I think, in some ways the music is kind of indicative of kind of who she is. If I tell my lovely lady Lisa, hey, play the back